Welcome people, this is Mike Jr. II, and now we're playing Crossfire. A little bit in the morning right now, so I'm going to be a little bit more quieter, but I turned up my mic so it's easy for you guys to hear me. So yes, this is the first out of the 5 levels which were added just for Endless in this, in the original game, not counting any of the DLCs. Actually no, these are technically the only 5 that are only for Endless. The other ones do have their own. Well, there's one more, but there's a reason for that one. So anyway, continue on. Now then, I'm changing my mind about taking the push trap currently. I tried setting up against the walls to see if that would work, but sometimes they would push the enemies over the other side, and I didn't want that. So I just kind of wanted to push them into acid traps, and sadly that didn't work. So anyway, this level is a lot like tunnels in a sense. However, the ideal of it is that there isn't two openings that gets to one rift. It's completely 2 different openings. Now, there's a way to get around that by putting barricades right here. By the way, I'm wearing the Orc Slayer outfit because I think it makes more sense. Or not really makes more sense, I'm trying to use some more of the outfits lately. And I'm going to be using the minor one for the next 2. Since the next 2 are the only 2 endless with just endless with just the dwarven mine levels. So there's 3 rift levels with fortress levels and 2 with miners. So anyway, the other one I was going to be taking is the arrow wall. Now then, the reason why is because kind of a better ideal, so I can put them on the ceiling right next to the pounders. So anyway, let's go out through the loadout. We have stone staff that does more damage to stone. We have Blunderbuss, which is a war mage only, or the bro mage, is the bro mage only weapon. It has knockback heavy enemies, slow even more tar, larger arc for Scorcher, reinforced barricades, unjams faster, set on fire, and it has the ceiling upgrade as well. But yes, arrow wall, set traps on fire, coins obviously, as I've always stated, it's the best thing you could ever do, and fully upgraded. So then, here's the ideal of this map, or this fortress, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So then, you block off one side, and when you do so, the enemies come through all the way up here, and then they come through here down to this level. Now what you want to do for down here is you want to set up the barricades like this. And ta-da! Now the enemies have to go all the way through here. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to leave this opening here, but I'm going to be putting barricades, not like that, like this, to make the ones on the same row as me take longer to do so. Now then, remember my whole thing I did in Precipice about trying to protect your barricades from the zappers? Or like doing a dummy barricade along with... I'd call it more of a trap barricade, a booby trap. This is what I do. Is that, and then I put a Scorcher right here, and usually they almost never get to this fucking thing. I do the same on this side too. But, yeah, that's what I usually do for this. Now then, it's pretty much how I want it for right there. But pretty much, and this is a great level for pounders, by the way, because you can put them down here. When they get under the bridge, you can put them, I believe, yeah, you can put them right here, in here, up here, and same for this side. Now, after a bit, this side's pretty much just going to be open for the enemies to get through, but after a bit, we're going to do the whole, like I said, the whole barricade trick with this. Also going to put tar under here and then a Scorcher for that. But what we're also going to do is we're going to have pounders up here. And we're going to get so much money because we're going to have no other traps trying to kill the enemies whatsoever. So any ogre or troll comes in here is going to have a chance to drop 2 of them with both the pounder and then after you kill them. Now, the problem with this setup sometimes is a simple fact that when you have the I can't have the pounders all the way under here if there's a barricade under here because what's the point? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put arrow walls where the reinforced barricades are, because sometimes enemies do fly off or get weird off track, and while I don't want to spend the money on a pounder because I feel it would be useless and wouldn't work, the firewalls will do, the arrow walls will do very well. Firewalls. That'd actually be an interesting thing to see, a firewall. Do it robot. Firewall. DLC go. No, sadly they're not doing any DLCs for a bit. But currently we're just going to do this, and I think I'll put one right here just for luck. So anyway, the Blunderbuss is an okay weapon. It's one of the few weapons before the DLCs came out that can knock back the enemies. Or at least knock back heavy enemies, 'cause that's what it is. It just knocks back heavy enemies. The closer you are to an enemy, the more damage you do to them. And as long as the middle dot in the middle of the cursor is there, you're going to hit the enemy, and that's usually how you take out flyers too. You can also cause, the other upgrade is a bleed effect, which I believe it's the only weapon that has the bleed effect, which is nice. But because you have to recharge this thing, it's really hard. So yes, and I do have macro going, by the way, so I can just hold this down for a bit. So as you can see, though, it always knocks back, I believe it always knocks back the lower enemies, but later on it will knock back the heavies as well. And I really just took that to show you guys. I was going to take the bleed effect, but I'm like, I'll show it to you guys. And this is where we get tons of money. Let's take you guys. So we're going to be putting grinders up against these walls. And if there is a barricade in the way because I'm trying to do the maze down there, I'm going to put an arrow wall in its place. Makes sense, doesn't it? So that's why I decided to take the arrow walls over the push traps. Because I've said the push traps would sometimes knock the enemies over here, which isn't bad necessarily. You know, it would still. I mean, the thing is, if the range was increased, it definitely pushed them over here, most of them. But with the stun, it got most of them. But I wanted to play it safe. Anyway, now with the money we have, I think I'm going to stick a Scorcher right here. And there we go. So then, yeah, I think I'll put another tar right here. And just so I know how I'm going to set this up. There we go. That's how I'm doing it? No, I did that wrong. Damn it. Need to redo that later. You always get confused sometimes. There we go. But see, watch. We're far away, but as long as we get the enemies in the middle, we can actually hit them. And I believe they shoot through enemies, too. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they can shoot through enemies. Da-na-na, na-na-na. You gotta love the music in this game. I've been seeing if I can do the whole switcheroo with these two weapons. Because this is one of the weapons I actually haven't had in a while, or in any of my endless maps that takes magic at all. Now, oh, I didn't show you guys the secondary effect. The secondary effect is a grenade. Come on. Boom. It knocks back a lot of enemies. It's pretty well, actually. The Blunderbuss really isn't done for damage, for the most part, at least in my opinion. But what you do want the Blunderbuss for is for the knockback. It really does prolong the fights a little bit longer. At least in my opinion. Money, money. So now we got enemies coming through here. And that was probably a waste of a scavenger trinket, but fuck it, I don't care. I stopped giving a shit. Yeah, we're getting about 30 each from these guys. That's absolutely insane. No! See that? There's my mouse switching again. My mouse switching again. Selling you. Okay. Okay then, so I want wine right there. There we go. 2. There we go. So I'm going to have that there for now to slow things down for him. We're still getting a lot of money from these guys for the most part, but then again, it's endless. We're going to stop. We're going to lose that in a while. And here comes some kobolds. You can see some fast enemies running. Yep, there they are right now for our side. So it looks like it starts on the right side first, which is kind of weird, but nah. Or at least it's kind of awkward, but nah, it doesn't matter. At least it means that they show up at the same time, from the looks of it. I really can't think of a way to do this without barricades, by the way. I mean, unless you're doing a co-op thing. If you're doing co-op, yeah, you could probably do it without barricades, but I can't really suggest any other way to do barricades with this level. Thank you. Don't try to hit me, you fucking assholes. Bunch them up and shoot them. Because remember, this thing's a shotgun, so it can hit a lot of enemies at once. It's a spread shot. So, yep. But because it doesn't take any magic, it's nice to be able to hit multiple enemies without having to do so. It's kind of like it's kind of like what it was before the stone staff, because the stone staff can hit through 3 enemies at once. Like, goddamn fucking archers. No, I'm trying to take the... Thank you. No, stop that. Now, I believe the last time I played this level, I decided to take the dwarven rocket launcher. When I first beat this level, it was good. But again, I'm trying to show multiple weapons here, or I'd always be taking the dwarven rocket launcher, to be honest. I want to make this fun. But I'm curious, do you think this would be a good level to take Skeleton Steve? I mean, obviously, it's always best to take Skeleton Steve, but you know, just in a case that I didn't feel like giving the enemies a chance. Anyway, I've got an itch. Yeah. Oh, post-shave day. You do suck. Okay then, so just to play it safe, I'm gonna do this now. And as I've said, this usually works pretty well, and pretty funnily, it can sometimes also catch the null hunters, because they don't really care about the barricades at all. It's pretty funny. Now, I'm not sure this is... I don't believe this is a level where we have to deal with the, where we have to deal with, can't think of it, zappers. But for the most part, we're fine. But we want to play it safe. I mean, sure, we're losing $1,900, but not that big of a deal. And go. It's nice to be able to get a lot of monies from the kobolds, to be honest. Now watch this. Boom. See, it knocks back the enemy. He normally doesn't get knocked back, but he did. And it can really slow down the heavies and allow you to do some good damage to them. Or at least before we had the stone staff to do so. This is what I like to do. And what the hell are you guys doing? God, I hate the fucking enemies in this game. They're so stupid. And the best thing about this, too, is that the grenades are explosive damage, like the skeleton amulet. Or the bone amulet. So that means that it does very well against the Earth Lords. So, and that's pretty much how I got so far on Endless before, when I didn't really know how to use trap setups right. Or at least in tunnels, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't 5-skull tunnels with the Blunderbuss only. But I did pretty well, to be honest, with what I had. Okay then, so I think we're going to set up another grinder right here. Actually, we'll put it... Yeah, we'll put it there for now. I want to make sure I'm not overusing it. See, we're going to get some kobolds, and in the future we're going to get some gnolls in the mix of that shit. But like I said, that whole area right there is going to be just absolutely filled with freaking pounders. And I have enough money, I'm going to put one right there. Hey, who's shooting at me? Fucking archers. The only issue with that, really, the blunderbuss, is that if you're knocking down enemies, you can sometimes not pay attention. Lol. Oh, and if you want to knock down the enemies, I keep forgetting to say this, you have to hit them in the middle. Like, I'll try to showcase this right now. That middle thing has to be on him, or he's not going to fall over. So if you're trying to hit him from far away, like over here, you have to hit him in the middle with that thing. I like to think that the middle shot has some sort of... whatever this weapon uses, I like to think that the middle of it has some sort of extra, I don't know, kind of bullet or something. I'm not good with weapons, by the way, so if you're saying I'm stupid with weapons, shut up, I know. But I like to think that there's something in the middle of it which is causing that to happen. Oh, he didn't drop a coin. Drop a coin, you son of a bitch. Drop it! I'm gonna drop that coin whether you like it or not. Oh, I never tried that before. See, watch. Oh, does it knock down? I thought it knocked down these guys, too. Oh, does it only... Oh, I thought it knocked down the big enemies, too. Okay, so it only knocks down the medium enemies, sadly. That is fun to do. I don't know why. It's fun to knock down the guys when they're... I never did that before, knock them down when they're stoned. That is actually a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. So then we got tons of money now, so I think it's time for us to set up the pounders on this side. Mage is cooking! So, yep. Now we got nothing else. So, we'll just keep the pounders there for now. Yeah, no big enemies getting over here, and they're definitely going to give me their fucking money. And we'll give it a second. I want to wait a bit. I want to get a lot of enemies on screen. Go. So, yep, so it's going to hit these guys, the swamp trolls, but sadly it's not going to hit the moneybags, iron ogre, I'm guessing ball and chain too, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, it's not going to be able to knock down those enemies, which sucks. It would have really done really well. What the hell? Isn't it? Yeah, it's supposed to knock it down, isn't it? Huh, I thought if you hit it... Okay. So I guess whatever I was doing was a misnomer. I apologize, guys. I thought if you hit him in the middle, maybe there's a distance limit. I don't know. I mean, really, when you think about the tunnels, there's not that much of a distance, so it's possible. You're not getting through. There we go. You're not gonna get through. I don't know why you're trying. For the most part, when you're recharging your gun, I like to use the grenades. Because as you can see, I hate how he always has to spin around. That always annoyed me. Because that made me think that was the reason why he had to wait to fucking shoot the damn thing. But, yeah. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that when it came to this, when you're in the recharge mode, I like to fire the grenades. Because it still recharges if you shoot the grenades. So it's kind of good for backup, in my opinion. That's why I used it so fucking often. And I never ended up having any magic for if I got stuck in a certain situation. Anyway, what I wanted to do was go over here and get my money that's been gathering up. This. So then, I'm definitely sure next time we're going to be seeing ourselves the zappers. But because of that... That's not there for now. We can take this and turn this side over here into a booby trap. That's the only thing that sucks. You can't place, like in the last game, you could place traps right here, but for whatever reason, you can't place a trap right there, and I don't get that. You should have been able to, in my opinion. But what do I know? No, I kid. I'll put that there for now. So in short, the zappers are going to come out and come to this side. So now watch. This trick should work. See, and our barricades are untouched, meaning we could save a lot of money not having to do any dummy barricade. So in short, no longer dummy barricade, but booby barricade. Heh, booby. I mean, I am totally respectable to women. And what's not? Nah, I am. I just make my jokes like everybody else does. Did they get to that one? Yeah. So what are you gonna do? Anyway. So I don't really know what to talk about now. We got most of the setup going. So yes, I guess some people might want to know my opinion about Jugga Conroy's Coliseum thing again. I don't know. He uploaded 3 today. I've been skipping through because I kind of wasn't at home to watch his second one. And, but I skimmed through it. And I like what he's doing so far. Seems like he's really giving the game credit, like I said, like he would do. And that would make me really like that he's doing the game because he's giving it credit. Because again, a lot of people don't like the game for just stupid reasons for the most part. So, yep. Just die. Oh, come on, get up. Lazy motherfucker. I didn't drop a coin. Fuck you. I wanted to see a coin drop, motherfucker. No, that's not what I wanted there. Damn it. I did not want a random fucking... random stuff there. So after I fill up this side with the pounders, I'm going to head over there with just tons of pounders. It's going to be a lot of fun, I'll tell you that much. And we're going to get loads of money. Like, if you just ignore it for a bit... Come on. Ha, now he's going to have to take more damage. I believe they still take damage if they're when they're in that mode. But, again, don't quote me on that. And here comes the... See, for whatever reason, the gnolls just get caught up in there. They're just not that smart. So, yep. Now, if you wanted to take Guardians, you can put Dwarven Miners right here. Don't put them too close or else the enemies attack them. But you can put the Dwarven Miners right there. Or you could put Archers back here. And if you put Archers back there, I could kind of recommend going about right here with them to help deal with some of the Zappers just in case. Kind of a, you know, play it safe mode. Yes! All the monies. Ah, come on. I got out of the way. You know this game. You lied to me. And let's see if we can take out this ogre. No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. No. Wrong weapon. Damn it. Nah, we couldn't do it. Damn. Remember, when the scavenger trinket gets to about quarter out of the way with, gets to about a quarter with the trinket reloading, that usually means that, that's when it wants to reload. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna do this now for fun. There we go. And I am getting some ferocious lag. What the hell? Where is this coming from? Oh my god. I think we're good now. No, what the hell's going on? What the fuck? You know what? Fuck this, guys. I'm gonna alt tab and see what's going on. Okay, okay, guys, we're back. I fucked with a little bit of setting, not really settings. I deleted some settings. What am I talking about? I deleted some videos just in case it was for whatever reason my hard drive freaking out. Oop, he dropped 2. Fuck yeah. And as you see, we got the pounders over there working a bit. Oh god, go away. Yeah, this thing's also good with dealing with the goddamn gnolls, because it knocks them back with the grenade and with the primary effect, or the primary attack. Oh god. Oh god, there's you. Go die. Motherfucking shaman. They be hating, dog. I'm so cool and stuff, because I say dog. Dog. Fuck you. There's another one back there, so at least I know I'm not wasting too much time. You guys are pretty slow. What the fuck happened to you guys? Ooh, look at all this money. And that's just from the scavenger trinket, but like I said, when later levels we get a lot of heavies, ooh boy. This is going to help out so much. So we've pretty much filled this whole area up with tar, which is what I like to do. And when we're done filling up the pounders up here, I'm going to stick these right here to help deal with any enemies. And sometimes I stick them right here in case we get any gnoll hunters. Usually it doesn't reach them though, so you might, if you want to do that, in which another thing you could do is fill up both sides with grinders to help deal with any gnolls that walk by. I mean, you're not going to get a lot out of them, but you might be able to kill them a bit. Okay, I think I'm just going to use this now, since they're getting stuck through the pounders. So yep, I recommend, the reason why I took this one, which by the way I don't really use the active effect often because I don't like wasting my magic. But the reason why I take the trap reset trinket is because I like it a lot sometimes, and especially for this where it's pretty short path between here and the rift. I think it's a way better ideal to use this. And just to do some more damage, gonna stick that right there. But I always like to do some more damage, especially in short areas like this. And besides, you don't really have a lot of traps you can use here, sadly. I mean, obviously, for the walls, you have the grinders and the arrow walls if the grinders can't reach them. For the pounders, you have, or for the ceiling, you have the pounders, and for the places that might, like, I'm going to stick, like, these right here. For the, ow. I didn't know I was that close. Fuck you, game. Go fuck off. Hey, when he falls over, he makes a weird sound effect. An icy sound effect. That's cool. I like that. Oh, no, he didn't do that anymore. Yeah, he did it that time. That was so cool. Sorry, I'm easily entertained. And the strange thing is, I don't have ADHD. And there goes that random lag spike. Are you done now? Right here, right here, right here. I usually wait to stick one. Actually, no, I can stick one right there, but I wait to stick one right there. That's what she said. But anyway, for the ceiling traps, we have the arrow walls. We have both for the walls that we can't reach. Same for the ceilings that can't reach. For some parts of the walls, and also for the Scorchers for some parts of the walls as well. Still going to be a little bit paying a lot of attention to the zappers, though having the zappers explode right here is so nice. Kills a lot of the enemies. But yeah, after all that, we really don't have a lot we can put around. I mean, obviously for the floor, we either have the Scorchers or the stuff. What is with this random lag? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I might end it... When I get to wave 20, I might end up editing it a bit. So that the, I might end up editing stuff a bit so that the, I mess with fraps, but just in case for whatever reason that changes the frame rate and I can't record correctly because fraps can be stupid, or virtual dub can be stupid when it comes to... See, this thing really deals with those goddamn Earth Lords. No? Fuck you. Was he the last one? Oh no. Who the fuck's still... Oh, he's going upstairs now, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck, and from the sound of it, it's an Earth Lord. It is an Earth Lord. When I said Earth Lord, I didn't really mean the big fella. Boom! See, it really deals with him a lot better than some of the other weapons. I'd even say it works better than the Bone Amulet just because it has a larger AoE effect. So then now that we have that, I think I'm going to stick... Actually, I can stick those there. I usually put grinders right there, but fuck it, I can stick those there. That's not going to do anything bad. Wait, let the swamp guy get through so we can get more money. Oop, looks like they're coming from the right side. Are they? Yes, they are. Got them. Good. Population, those guys. That's the thing I like to do. I like to point it at the ground, or at least when I used to use it a lot more often. I like to point it at the ground and use it. And stick that there so it can also hurt these enemies. The Scorcher, that is. And as long as he drops more money, I'm fine. Lol. What's the matter, huh? Getting stoned is wrong. You know it. Money, money, money. Boom. Now that we have that, I'm going to put these here. So, yep. I mean, if I had the push traps, I really don't think it would have done that well. Though you guys are going to see a good level with the push traps soon. Though you did have Precipice, but it didn't work too well. But we're going to be seeing one where the push traps are just useful. And I think most of you who've ever played this game know what that is. Okay then, so we really don't have much else to do, so let's skip past that. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. No, no, no. No, no, no. Now we have the gnolls, and I'm pretty sure... Yep, this is a grenader, where we get 4 grenaders. But he should stay away from the fucking... He should stay away from the fucking grinders. Oh, come on, don't bring him back to life. Fuck you. There's my grenade, bitch. Aw, he disappeared. Never mind. Show those grenaders what the real grenade is. Got him. Oh god. He's right behind me. See, we can knock him down. What? He attacked me while he was getting up. That is bullshit, game. That is bullshit. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. And my funniness takes precedence, you son of a bitch. And I'll put one right there. Haha. And you don't like fire, you dumb trolls. Thinking about it, I don't know if the Blunderbuss really is that good of a weapon for the trolls. Because since the trolls can regenerate, and if you have knockback, it doesn't, like, unless they're in your traps, it really doesn't do any too well. Drop a coin for me. Thank you. No, he didn't drop a coin. Oh my god, look at all this money. See, I told you, man, you make some good fucking money off these motherfuckers. Now then, with that, I think I'm going to stick Scorchers right there. Awesome. We're going to have one more right there. So our kill box, level 14 in our kill box is pretty much set, guys. Pretty awesome, huh? You know what? I am gonna put. Oh no, I don't have the money yet. Can I get the money, please? Please. Just need. There we go. Stick a pound. No, I did not want to stick that right there. Fuck me. Well, I guess I'm gonna be selling that next turn if I get the chance. It's still damage though, so it's not too bad. And if you don't understand, actually put an arrow wall right there. Go die. Oh, he dropped a coin. I must have that. I must have coin. I didn't make it. He's upstairs. And it's an ogre. Can't kill him in 5 seconds. Guess we'll just have to kill him from down here. Oh, come on. Yes, I'm making a game out of it. Fuck you. Fuck anyone who doubts me. I'm making a game out of this. Come on, I want to turn you into a pounder. Thank you. Now, somebody might be asking, Michael, the arrow walls are a little bit more expensive. Why don't you just put a pounder there anyway? As I've said, they don't always reach, so it's nice to have the arrow wall, especially the arrow wall does fire damage. So if they do reach, it helps out a lot more than you think. I wanted them to be near the Earth Lords, because for whatever reason, these guys can't think to save their lives. Right in there, thank you, and... Streak City, population, those guys. You can really fucking spam this thing, too. But that's the issue, is that you run out of mana very fast if you're not paying attention. See? Just, I don't have a lot of mana. Fuck you. My barricade's doing pretty well. Yoink, yoink, yoink. And here comes another set of heavy monsters. And we push that shaman into the ground with all grenades of death and destruction. But mostly death. But mostly destruction, too. However, kind of an issue with this is that if it misses, it takes... Well, like, watch this. The grenade takes forever to explode unless it hits somebody. So that's something you gotta be careful for. And we only have... Ooh, money bags. Stay right there, money bags. Thank you. Alright then, so. I think what we're gonna do now... Oh yeah, this is another thing to do. Get in that extra grinder. So let's see, I think I'm gonna stick you right there, you right there, and yeah, I think we're good. I usually stick pounders up there, but really I don't see the point if I'm doing